always wondered what Excel is about, what you can do with it, and maybe have a quick introduction to it? Well, this course will introduce you to Excel, but also will give you a very practical exercise in the end that you can implement today. And if I manage to convince you, then you can join me maybe in my next classes where I go deeper into Excel and we can build together some incredible templates. I've been using Excel for over 30 years on a personal level and also at work. I've seen firsthand how it can save time, improve efficiency, and also unlock some valuable insight from the data that you have. And I don't think you need to know all the functionality of Excel to get great results. Whether you're a student, a professional, or anyone who wants to get more out of their data, this course is for you. So we'll start with the basics, like navigating the interface and entering data. Then we'll move on to essential skills, like using basic formula and formatting for clarity. So to put your new skills to practice, we'll work on a practical project where you'll build a useful tool and a simple budget calculator. Let's take it from the very beginning. When we click on the Excel icon, the first thing we see is a good morning or a good afternoon from Excel. And you have the choice to either reopen one recent file or you can create a new file. So we'll be creating a new file here. We'll be starting from scratch as well. Now there's a lot of information here, but I think the first thing that we need to do is to save the file that we have created here. So this way you can keep it. So you go on the top left and you press File and you have this Microsoft type of menu here, and then you save it somewhere safe on your computer. Now let's have a quick overview of our workspace. On top of the screen there is what is called the ribbon. So this is a primary user interface for Excel. So it has tabs, and under those tabs you have groups. We'll go through these tabs later on. The formula bar, so that's a thing just under here. So this is where when you type something on a worksheet, it will show here as well. So it's another way to have a look at what we are doing in a way. Now the worksheet area, this is all this. This is made up of cells. This is the working area. You can input and edit data in this. The status bar. So this status bar shows you some information about the current state of Excel just there. Now the quick access toolbar up there is quite handy. It's customizable and you can pin functionality that you use quite often. So you could just go there and access them from there instead of having to go through the menus. Now let's have a look at our main workspace. A workspace is made out of cells. So a cell is an entity here. When you double click, you can input data into it, like numbers, but you can also input text. So each cell has a reference. So you have the column letter and you have the row number. So for instance, this cell here is a cell E7, and it's also showing at the top left there. This cell referencing is very important because this is the main power of Excel. You can then reference a cell. For instance, you can go to another cell and you can input equal that cell there. And therefore, that would copy the data from the first cell to that cell. And if you change the first cell, then this other cell will change as well. One way to do it is to type the reference directly, equal, and you tap the reference. Another way is that you just can use the mouse directly. So you just type equal, and with the mouse you go and you position yourself and you click on top of the cell that you want to reference. Now instead of referencing a cell, if you just copy a cell, a good old Control-C, if I do a Control-C here and I do a Control-V here, which means copy and paste, in this instance there is no link from the initial cell. If you change the value of the first cell, it will change in the one that you have referenced, but it will not change in the other one because I've only copied the value. This referencing is very important for Excel because for me, Excel is all about the power of combining the referencing and the power of calculation, the power of its brain. And I think this is actually genius. I don't know I think we probably know who came up with this idea, but this is absolutely genius. And you can do so much with Excel, and this is why I'm using it on a daily basis. And sometimes I buy software to do something, and then I realize at some point, oh, I'm going to have to use Excel again to finish it because it's customizable. It's really at your fingertips. You can do so much with Excel. I just love it. And by the way, I'm not working for Microsoft, and they don't really need me to promote their product, so I have no affiliation. Now, the second component of Excel that I mentioned just now that is also critical to Excel is the calculation. You can obviously add numbers, you can subtract numbers, and you can use what is called functions, and they can be extremely powerful, and you can combine the value of several cells, and you can run functions on top of all those cells, and that will give you incredible results. So this is, for me, the combination of referencing and calculating. This is really the power of Excel. So for instance, just to give you a very brief example here, if I just press equal and the value of this cell, and then I just press plus and the value of the other cell, it will do a calculation. So this is using the referencing to those two cells, and then it's using the calculation power of Excel. So just those two together are very powerful. Something else that we can do on this is we talked about copy. Obviously, we can copy one cell, but we can also copy a group of cells this way. And we select it we drag, and with a mouse we select, and after we press Ctrl C for copy, and then we can press Ctrl V for paste, and we have copied and pasted a group of cells this time. Something else we can do is we can insert a row, press insert, and then we input a row, and we can do the same with the column. So we press the letter at the top, right click, insert, and we have inserted. The final thing that you can do, just very briefly, is when you type some text, for instance, that is too long, you can very easily extend the size of that cell just by going with your mouse between the two columns, and then you extend it this way, or between the two rows where you have this symbol here, and then you make it bigger this way. Excel files, Excel workbooks, Excel worksheets, and cells. An Excel file is a workbook. It's the same thing. Now, within this workbook, you have worksheets. And within each worksheet, you have cells. You have a grid made of cells. So when you first open Excel, you only have one worksheet here. But then you can create new ones by pressing this plus button here at the bottom. And then I am working with two worksheets. So I can have data on the first worksheet, and I can have another set of data independently on the other sheets. You can actually also reference cells from the first sheet into the second sheet. And it is useful because you can have different type of information. And by renaming the sheet here, you have sheet 1 and sheet 2 here, but you can give a more useful name. And then that will allow users to navigate through your workbook in a very user-friendly way. Now let's have a look at this ribbon here. The file one, this is a typical Microsoft one. So with this you can save the file, you can print, you can share also, you can export into PDF, for instance, you can publish it. But more importantly, and I don't know why they've put that at the bottom, you have at the very bottom here, you have the options. You have options, and this is where you can go and change various types of default value that Microsoft Excel has. So you should be familiar with this if you're familiar with Microsoft. If not, have a play with this. It's quite intuitive. The second tab is the Home tab. So this is the tab with the most frequently used comments in a way. So this is where you can format your cells. You can do the copy and paste as we've seen. You can do all your alignment and style. And so this is where you would spend most of your time. The Insert tab. So this is where you insert components into your worksheet. You can insert some tables, some illustrations, some pictures, as we'll see, some icons, but you can also insert charts. So that to create chart, you need to go through this tab, and it's extremely useful. And then you can add some text boxes, have a play, have a look around. So the page layout. So this is to review your layout for printing, but also for viewing. For instance, you can remove the grids from here. Formula, this is where you have not only all the formula presented in a more user-friendly way, but this is also where you can test your formulas when you feel they don't work properly. The data, so this is a little bit more advanced. This is where you can import, export data, and this is where you can manipulate the data with Excel. Review allows you to collaborate, but also you can do some very basic proofing with it. The View tab is a tab where you can change the way your worksheet looks like. As optional, you can have a developer tab, but I don't think you would have it by default. I just have it because I'm doing some Visual Basic. So if you see that under your worksheet, that means that someone's been writing macros and doing some Visual Basic. And finally, you have the help.